What's up? What it do? All right, so today I want to talk about, the topic will be network marketing, okay? But really, I just wanted to reach out to those folks out there, like, the upcoming entrepreneurs or the ones who have been around for a while now but are at the verge of just, wanting to give up. But honestly, this is what I want to say. I had somebody the other day, it was a few weeks ago, saying that network marketing may not be for everyone, so you might as well, sometimes it's okay to say goodbye. But honestly, I disagree, because, I can't say that network marketing isn't for you or not, unless if you're like a, douchey type of dude or type of lady. But basically, one thing that I learned from ILN, from the Mark Hoverson Pro level training, is he said that you're either you're not really a bad marketer or a good recruiter. Well, bad recruiter or good recruiter. You're either trained or just not trained. And that's the message that I want to send out to you. If you have been in a system where you've been plugging into training, you've been absolutely consistent, and doing what you need to do, everything in your power to become successful, but zero results has come out of it, then, it may not mean that something is wrong with you. Yeah, there are some entrepreneurs who preach that really it's nothing wrong with the system, it's more than likely you. Well, that depends. If you started out really good in the beginning, but then all of a sudden, things just started to flop, like what happened to me in my old business, then maybe it could have meant that you just got burnt out or something. And you may just need to take a step back and evaluate the situation, and then come back in with a different, mindset. Or, there's multiple reasons why you're not being successful. It could just be bad mentorship. Sometimes, hey, it's okay if you got to fire your mentor, then it is what it is. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to say it should mainly be about loyalty, because you got to eat too. I have witnessed some people who have really successful mentors, but, their downline is starving. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. So if it means letting go, you just got to say goodbye. It is what it is. Or it could just mean that, you just need to move on to something bigger and better. Move on to something else. Don't feel like you got to latch on to that program, because this is something that I also see. People feel like they just got to stay so attached to that program and, I'm not going to give up. I had people even inbox me and say they're not doing so good, and I'm just like, well, if you're not doing so good and you're doing your absolute best, why don't you just leave? It's kind of like that Creep song by TLC. So I creep, yeah, I just keep it on the down low. Instead of doing that, just leave. There's nothing wrong with that. I think so many people are just so lovingly attached to their program, but they're not really seeing what it's doing to them. Or they do see it, but they just have a hard time detaching themselves from it. It's kind of like that bad boyfriend / girlfriend, that's not doing you right, but you have a hard time leaving. I think it just takes reevaluating the situation and saying, it's time for me to go. It's time for me to move on to something better. Not necessarily say, I'll never do network marketing again. I never want to be a business person again. I never want to be an entrepreneur. That may not be the answer, because honestly, you have value to give. My mentors taught me that you have more value to give than you know. You have so much value to give to the world. Don't, let your failure get in the way of what could be your purpose in life. And that's just with anything in general. Because you know what? If you haven't been successful and you want to let that be your final decision to not wanting to pursue anything in life, then honestly, you need to get a grip of yourself. Because guess what? Success comes from many failures. How do you think many people have done it that have climbed to the top? And that's just as real as I'm going to get with you. So if you are currently in a situation in network marketing where you absolutely are sucking at what you do, and this is exempting the whole, if you're being lazy and not doing what you need to do, then that's just different. Then that's what you get. But If you are busting your butt off on a daily basis and you're just not getting any results, it just means that you either need to fire your mentor or just leave the program, because sometimes something may be wrong with the system, because not every system is turns out to be the best that it can be. Okay, so that's just something that you may need to take the time to reevaluate and just go explore your options. Don't be afraid. Research, look out different things, see what it is that you want to do, find a program and see if it works for you, see if you like it. Don't be afraid to invest. You just got to take your time, think about what it is that's currently going on in your situation, and when you're ready to make a decision, move on with it. Alrighty guys, that is my advice for the day. I may make more videos, I don't know, depending on how I'm feeling, but what I gotta do. But I love you guys. I hope you found value in this post, and on to the next one. Toodles. I got my hair done. I'm so happy. But anyways, and this is my first sew-in too. Can you believe this? I hate doing my hair. Look at me going off on a tangent. Bye y'all.